lastly, really quickly, interesting. This one's the story is called "Do Not Resuscitate Me." I'm 91. A sprightly pensioner, has had the words "Do not resuscitate me. I'm 91" tattooed across her chest.
Her name is Nell Bolton from the Hague or the Hague or however you pronounce it in the Netherlands. You know.
Yeah, in case she falls seriously ill and attempts are made to revive her. Mel Bolton from, yes, The Hague in the Netherlands has been inked to prevent any doctor or relative from getting into trouble for obeying her wishes to be allowed to die. She told the Dutch news site, "I do not want to be resuscitated if something bad happens. On television, I've seen that at revivals, paramedics are not..."
Looking for medallions. And
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because, they're trained to just want to save you.
Right.
So they're not looking for anything. They're just doing what they have to do.
If something happens to me, then it's a matter of seconds. This tattoo is the first thing they see when they rip open my blouse. I do not want to end up as a vegetable in a chair. Although the tattoo will not protect the pensioner from life-prolonging measures because of the country's laws, Ms. Bolton remained defiant. She hopes the tattoo will, if at all, delay the revival or even stop it. Should it be necessary at this age? I never look good.
I'll never look good, Ms.
Yeah.
Bolton. And, she's like, at 91, who cares if she has this tattoo there? Because, like she said, she's old. Her skin is old. She's old.
Yeah.
And I understand that you can't necessarily adhere to that and just let somebody die because, like I said, I think, once again, this will open up a dialogue to at what point in time am I allowed to make a decision upon my life? Now, obviously, if you have the do not revive, if I go into a coma or something like that, but she's just basically saying if I fall down and it looks like I'm stroking out or heart attacking out or whatever, just leave me there. Mm-hmm. They can't do that under the current laws. They can't do that here. If a paramedic is on the scene and you're there and you read that and you're like, oh, this person doesn't want me to save them, and someone knows that you have the opportunity to give them aid and you didn't, you're going up on charges. They could sue the fucking hospital.
They will sue.
They will. In this country, they're going to sue. So, but I understand because I've often said, listen, I don't want to be that dude. I'm an athletic guy. I like running, jumping. I like being, able to do for myself. I don't want to be somebody messed up to where I can't wipe my own ass and I'm all fucked up in a wheelchair or bedridden. I really don't want that. And I know you can't do that, but I would hope that anyone that knows me and loves me would just put a pillow over my face and put 2 bullets in me or some shit. Whatever, man. Because I don't want to go out like that. Right. I don't mind, in a perfect world, I'll just be around my grandkids or whatever and, hey, you fucking clutch my chest, see y'all and be dead. I don't want to be in and out of a hospital chopping my legs off and all this other kind of stuff. Or, like she said in her case, you have some kind of terrible stroke. And next, for the last 4 or 5 years of your life, you're like all messed up, can't communicate, can't speak.
It's not cute. Not cute.
But like I said, it places the people, the caregivers and the people that are in a position and whose job it is to try and save you in a bad spot, but this has nothing to do with their moral conviction. It has to do with what they're supposed to do as mandated by their job and by the country that they live in. So, like I said, it should open up a dialogue because I really do want to know at what point in time can we, obviously now we can't, but it would be interesting if they say that.
Well, I guess the whole thing is you have to, make your will up, I guess, with a whole bunch of, contingencies or certain situations.
But see, that doesn't help you, though, if it's like you fall down right there, boom, on the floor. That's the whole thing is right, but the whole thing, after you've been hospitalized.
But the whole thing is right. But I'm saying, like, you have DNSs where it's like, if you're in a coma or something like that, you're supposed to, that you have instructions to just pull the plug or take you off of life support or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Well, like I said, I'm just thinking of if they find you on the spot because, like she said, she doesn't even want to get to the point to where she's at the hospital. If it's something that's so messed up and she's saved, but then she's living in a terrible, state after the fact, she's like, just leave me there.
But that's what I'm saying.
And it's too hard. It's too hard at that point of contact to just let a person just expire because they want it so. But it's interesting. It's interesting.
Anyway, folks, that be our show yet again.
Yep. I'll put all these stories up. You know, I've gotten a little bit more active with that. You know, again, putting it up on our Twitter and our Pinterest and our all the rest of that stuff. I don't really mess with the Instagram too much because you got to shrink the pictures down. Even though I found out there's a new editing tool on the phones that will allow you to properly crop these photographs because you have to cut so much out to put it on Instagram. Whatever, but. You'll get a chance to check out all these stories. As usual, leave comments. We got some pretty positive comments recently. We got a couple of negative ones, but they were valid and they were tasteful and respectful in their, you know, criticisms, which is cool. But even if you want to call us fuckers, whatever, you know, you want us to do any stories, anything like that, hit us up on the Facebook page. And yeah, so I guess we'll catch you next week with some more of this kind of good stuff.
Until then, later.
Take care.